The true mastery of DOS 2 is not always found in brute force, but in the art of controlling the battlefield before the first spell is ever cast. This report will serve as a comprehensive guide to understanding and exploiting the nuances of stealth. It will first demystify the game's core vision mechanics before building upon that foundation with 7 distinct actionable strategies. These range from common social ploys to advanced party-wide environmental manipulations, culminating in the design of a character that embodies the very essence of a master shadow. The ultimate goal is to transform a player's approach from a reactive struggle to a proactive, deceptive dance. A crucial first step to mastering stealth is to understand how non-player NPCs perceive the world. This game operates on a dual-state vision system that is often misunderstood by new players. NPCs can detect a character in one of 2 ways, and mistaking one for the other is a common source of error. The first state is what can be termed the plain sight detection. When a character is not sneaking, most NPCs, even those who are not hostile, possess a proximity-based 360-degree detection radius. This means if a player gets too close to an NPC, they will be spotted and may trigger a dialogue or an immediate combat encounter, regardless of which way the NPC is facing. This is an invisible omnidirectional field that is never shown to the player and is the reason a character might be caught even when they're behind an enemy, seemingly out of sight. The second state is sneaking detection. When a character enters sneak mode, the omnipresent plain sight proximity radius is completely disabled. In this state, NPCs can only spot a character if they physically enter the NPC's red conical field of vision. This is a fundamental mechanic that all advanced stealth strategies are built upon. By pressing the shift key on PC, players can highlight these red vision cones, providing a crucial visual cue for navigating undetected. It is imperative to remember that the shift key only shows the sneak specific cones and does not provide any information about the invisible plain sight detection radius. The sneaking civil ability is directly tied to the effectiveness of this second state of detection. Investing points into this ability does 2 things. First, it progressively shrinks the angle of the NPC vision cones by 6% per level, making it easier to slip by unnoticed from the sides or the front. This is particularly useful in areas with a high density of NPCs, such as the Driftwood Center. The second effect is a reduction associated with sneaking. At sneaking level 0, a character's movement speed is penalized by 30%. With each point invested, the penalty decreases until it is completely removed at level 5. This allows a player to move at full speed while remaining hidden, a significant tactical advantage. Reaching level 5 effectively eliminates its primary drawback of stealth, enabling quick tactical repositioning both in and out of combat. Players can strategically aim for this benchmark by combining character progression with gear that provides a bonus to the sneaking ability, making it a highly valuable stable investment. The first essential strategy for any aspiring thief is to use dialogue as a tool for deception. Engaging an NPC in conversation is not merely a means of advancing the plot. It is a tactical action that freezes both the NPC's position and their vision cone. This simple act creates a static opportunity for another character in the party to move freely behind the distracted NPC, allowing for easy pickpocketing or lockpicking. This technique, while seemingly basic, is the linchpin of a more elaborate thievery strategy. A player can have their primary thief character in position while a second character initiates a conversation with the target NPC. Once the dialogue begins, the NPC's field of view is locked in place and the thief can take whatever they want from behind the NPC. For instances where multiple NPCs are in a given area, additional party members can be used to distract them as well, ensuring no one sight cone intersects with the thief's path. The dialogue trick is also the foundation of a comprehensive late game strategy for acquiring vast wealth. The game's rules state that a single character can only pickpocket a given vendor once. However, this limitation is tied to the character, not the player's account. This distinction is the key to an infinite money exploit. On the lower deck of the Lady Vengeance, Sergeant Zrilla offers the services of 14 unique hireling NPCs, each with their own character sheets. A player can hire one of these characters, use the respec mirror on the same deck to give them max thievery, and then use the dialogue distraction technique to systematically steal from every vendor in the entire act. Once the run is complete, the player can dismiss the hireling, and all of the stolen goods are transferred to a backpack in their inventory. This process can be repeated with a new hireling, effectively providing an infinite source of gold and items throughout the game. A related and highly effective tactic is a consumable exploit for skill books. When a character steals a skill book and uses it to learn a new skill, the book is consumed and permanently removed from the game. When the NPC eventually finishes the dialogue and discovers the theft, they will search for the missing item. Because the skill book no longer exists, they will find no evidence and cannot accuse the player of theft, allowing the player to avoid a confrontation and any negative consequences. The teleportation skill, Arrow Search 2, is widely regarded as one of the most powerful abilities in the game, and for good reason. It can be used to move a character or object to a selected location, dealing physical damage upon landing. While its combat applications are self-evident, its use for stealth and combat avoidance is equally potent. The game's design allows teleportation to be used to skip or trivialize encounters in a way that reveals a core philosophy of player freedom. One can use the skill to reposition enemies, pulling them away from a group for a one-on-one fight, or to move them into difficult to reach position from which they cannot effectively attack. A more direct approach, however, is to instantly kill enemies by teleporting them into environmental hazards such as lava or deathfog. This teleport to deathfog tactic can instantly eliminate even the most formidable bosses and challenging encounters, such as the one at Fort Joy Docks. This capability is not an oversight, but a deliberate feature, showcasing that the game is designed to reward creative, cheesy solutions over rigid, linear combats. Another powerful environmental tool for stealth is the smoke cover skill, which requires a combination of Arrow Surge 1 and Scoundrel 1. This skill creates a smoke cloud with a 3-meter radius that blocks an enemy's line of sight. While this is a useful defensive skill, its true power is unlocked when combined with the Bless spell. Casting Bless on a smoke cover cloud creates a blessed smoke cloud that grants complete invisibility to any character who stands within this combination. This combination turns a simple defensive maneuver into a powerful party-wide strategic tool that can be used to manipulate enemy AI. When a character becomes invisible, enemies are unable to target them with single target abilities. As a result, the AI is often forced to pass its turn or waste action points on movement in an attempt to get a clear line of sight. This allows the player to gain an immense advantage. A common tactic is a player to leave the blessed smoke cloud using 1 AP to attack, then return to the cloud using 0 AP if they have the pawn talent of sneaking 5, becoming untargetable once again. This tactical loop allows an entire party to methodically eliminate enemies without ever being directly targeted, effectively rendering invulnerable. This advanced tactic focuses on a specific synergy between two skills to achieve a state of near perfect tactical superiority. The Chameleon Cloak skill, found in the Polymorph skill tree, grants a character invisibility for a number of turns. However, the key to this strategy lies in its synergy with Cloak and Dagger, a teleportation skill from the Scoundrel tree. The Cloak and Dagger is unique in that it is one of the very few actions that can be taken while in stealth or invisibility without breaking the hidden status. This allows the player to traverse the battlefield with impunity, repositioning to a perfect vantage point or escaping a dangerous situation while remaining completely hidden. A player can take this to another level by manipulating the game's turn order. By building a character with high wits, they can ensure that their stealth-focused character acts first in combat due to their high initiative. The player can then choose to delay their turn, which places them at the end of the current round's turn order. If the character is invisible or hidden when they delay their turn, the enemy AI will often pass their turns or waste them on movement, as they have no visible target to attack. This manipulation of the AI and the turn order allows the player to effectively take 2 full turns in a row, a tactical advantage that can change the outcome of an entire battle. The fact that the AI does not properly track the last known location of a hidden character is a vulnerability in the game's design that this strategy exploits to the fullest potential. In Divinity Original Sin 2, a player can unchain their party members, allowing them to move each character independently. By default, the entire party is chained, and the AI of other party members will attempt to follow the player's character, often wandering into enemy sight cones and triggering combat prematurely. The power of unchaining lies in its application to ambushes. A player can have their primary tanky character or even a summon, such as an incarnate, initiate dialogue or combat with an enemy. While this single character is engaged, the rest of the party is free to move, position themselves behind the enemy, or gain high ground without being detected. Once the primary character engages, the other unchanged characters can use a single action to perform a free attack from stealth, getting a bonus to damage, before they are officially added to the turn order. This allows the player to open a fight with a decisive, overwhelming alpha strike. This strategy is particularly effective in encounters like the House of Shadows. To truly embody the art of stealth, a character must be built to synergize with all of these tips. The ideal character origin for a dedicated stealth build is Fane, the Undead. His play dead original ability allows him to instantly drop out of combat and become untargetable. This is an invaluable escape tool for a stealth character. Furthermore, his Time Warp source skill grants a free additional turn, which can be combined with the invisibility loop to an almost game-breaking degree. In terms of abilities and talents, a stealth build should prioritize the following. Maxing out the sneaking and thievery symbol abilities is paramount. A player can aim to reach sneaking level 5 early in the game. Wits is the most important attribute after the character's primary damage attribute, like Finesse. Wits increases initiative, ensuring the stealth character acts first in combat, and also boosts critical chance, which is essential for maximizing damage on those crucial opening strikes. A few points in a key skill schools are necessary to enable the stealth loop. A minimum of 2 points in Scoundrel provides Cloak and Dagger, 2 points in Polymorph provides Chameleon Cloak, and 2 points in Huntsman provides Tactical Retreat. These movement skills are crucial for repositioning and escaping. The Gorilla talent, which reduces the AP of sneaking combat and increases damage from a hidden state, is a core component of this build. While it might not provide a 40% damage bonus to all attacks, it is essential for making the stealth look viable in the combat. The Pawn is another non-negotiable talent, as it provides 1 free movement point per turn, allowing for quick, no-cost repositioning to a new hiding spots. Finally, a dedicated stealth build requires a player to actively seek out specific equipment that augments their abilities. Key unique items can provide crucial bonuses to stealth and related skills. The various strategies detailed in this video, from the most basic social trick to the most advanced game-breaking exploits, reveal a singular truth about the design philosophy of Divinity Original Sin 2. The game is not built to be rigid, linear experience, but instead a dynamic, simulated world that rewards creativity and observation. The presence of these powerful stealth mechanics and their synergies with other game systems provide a testament to design. By understanding the fundamental difference between plain sight and sneak detection, a player can unlock an entirely new way to approach the game. The dialogue distraction allows for limitless resource acquisition, like teleportation provides a way to circumvent otherwise brutal fights. The Blessed Smoke Cloud allows the party to become technically invulnerable, and telekinesis mechanic can turn a pile of junk into a one-shot weapon. Furthermore, the combination of Chameleon Cloak and Cloak and Dagger allows the character even one to take advantage of the AI's weaknesses, and the simple act of chaining a party can turn a standard combat encounter into a decisive opening ambush. While all of these elements are synthesized into a single cohesive character build, the player becomes an unstoppable force of deception and strategic mystery. Ultimately, stealth in Divinity Original Sin 2 is not a fallback option. It is a primary, powerful, and deeply rewarding way to experience the game. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more videos. Until next time, peace.